Science plays a vital role for economic development and societal well-being. Understanding this, the Academy of Sciences Malaysia was established with a mission to be Malaysia's thought leader in all areas of science, technology, and innovation. To realize its mission, ASM harnesses the nation's top scientific minds to chart the STI direction and facilitates the implementation of an innovation-led economy for the country. ASM's commitment lies firmly in fostering a culture of excellence in STI in Malaysia. ASM does this by providing independent, credible, relevant, and timely STI input of national and international importance to the country. Our network of expertise comprises Malaysian scientists, engineers, and technologists who specialize in various disciplines. The Academy assists in upgrading the nation's technological capabilities in the industrial sectors by producing high-quality publications such as peer-reviewed journals, monographs, and books. In addition, ASM also provides input on current and future technology trends to be considered and taken up by the government in driving the nation's economy forward. To provide Malaysian scientists with the best opportunities and exposure, ASM actively extends its international networks and collaborations. It currently has a range of multilateral engagements with renowned scientific institutions worldwide. The Academy also champions the need to grow the right talent in STI by cultivating interests in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to the younger generation. In short, the Academy's ethos is proudly defined as Think Science, Celebrate Technology, Inspire Innovation. Science plays a vital role for economic development and societal well-being. Understanding this, the Academy of Sciences Malaysia was established with a mission to be Malaysia's thought leader in all areas of science, technology, and innovation. To realize its mission, ASM harnesses the nation's top scientific minds to chart the STI direction and facilitates the implementation of an innovation-led economy for the country. ASM's commitment lies firmly in fostering a culture of excellence in STI in Malaysia. ASM does this by providing independent, credible, relevant, and timely STI input of national and international importance to the country. Our network of expertise comprises Malaysian scientists, engineers, and technologists who specialize in various disciplines. The Academy assists in upgrading the nation's technological capabilities in the industrial sectors by producing high-quality publications such as peer-reviewed journals, monographs, and books. In addition, ASM also provides input on current and future technology trends to be considered and taken up by the government in driving the nation's economy forward. To provide Malaysian scientists with the best opportunities and exposure, ASM actively extends its international networks and collaborations. It currently has a range of multilateral engagements with renowned scientific institutions worldwide. The Academy also champions the need to grow the right talent in STI by cultivating interests in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to the younger generation. In short, the Academy's ethos is proudly defined as Think Science, Celebrate Technology, Inspire Innovation.
Your Excellencies, Ambassadors and High Commissioners, esteemed Mahathir Science Award laureates, Senior Fellows and Fellows of the Academy of Sciences Malaysia, eminent speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum and welcome to the third and final day of the International Conference on Tropical Sciences. For the past 2 days, we have deliberated on a wide range of subjects that are important for the tropics, such as changing agricultural landscape, digital innovations in public health, the blue economy, and climate change in the tropics. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue on our journey of discourse with an array of intriguing topics addressing the challenges of the tropics. Among them are open science for tropical biodiversity, smart people first, cities in the tropics, and green energy in the tropics. In store today, we have a special networking session today at 7 p.m. Kuala Lumpur time, with the title Focus on Africa, Fulfilling Potentials. Please click on the Meet the Speakers button on the main lobby page to access the session. Next is a session on youth resilience in the tropics. This session will feature a soft launch on the Global Youth in Development Index and report by the Secretary General of the Commonwealth Secretariat. We hope that you will stay till the end of today for the presentation of the summary of the conference. The summary will be presented by Professor Emerita Datuk Seri Dr. Mazlan Othman, Chair of the TropSc 2021 Steering Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start the conference today with the address by His Excellency Abdoulaye Barrow, Ambassador of the Republic of Senegal to Malaysia. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished Board of Trustees of the Mahathir Science Award Foundation, respected senior fellows of the Academy of Science of Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, receive the warm greetings of His Excellency Macky Sall, President of the Republic of Senegal, who was invited to present the pre-recorded video to this conference. But due to busy schedule this month of October, he was not able to accommodate the request. He instructed me to do so. I am very honored and delighted to attend this high-level event. On that note, let me congratulate the Mahathir Science Award Foundation and the Academy of Science Malaysia for organizing this important conference and therefore gathering political leaders, civil society, scientists, and various experts to have a reflection on tropical sciences and their impact in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, located between Cancer and Capricorn tropics, Senegal can be considered a pioneer country in what it has agreed to refer to as tropical sciences. Indeed, as the adage goes so well, a country makes its history but undergoes its geography. In the example of Senegal, we have always strived to make our mark on history and to design a model of life and development compatible with our geography. That being, agree with me that when speaking about tropical science in Senegal and sub-Saharan Africa, it is not just a question of modern science based on the Western schema, but the scope of definition also covers traditional science, or if you borrow a more reductive terms, indigenous science. In its traditional context, tropical African science encompasses both knowledge and an art of living, a way of life in perfect harmony and with deep respect to the nature. Science in traditional Senegalese society is both the way of healing, of dressing, of housing, culture and agriculture. Nowadays, this very important, efficient, and effective science consolidated over the course of history and inherited from the old grandfathers, depositories, founders of great empires such as foreign Egypt, ancient Nubia, Ghana Empire, etc. This science, I say, is still widely used by my fellow citizens, many of whom practice it on a daily basis for their various concerns. Ladies and gentlemen, contact with colonization gave a new dimension to tropical science in Senegal, which country, it should be recalled, was both the point of penetration of the colonists towards the hinterland and their main headquarters in Western Africa, as we can prove by the following. The Pasteur Institute in Dakar, officially founded in 1923, but which existed since 1896 in the form of a microbiological laboratory, plays a leading role in the field of tropical medicine development. The Pasteur Institute of Dakar is a foundation under Senegalese law that contributes to public health, particularly in Africa, by carrying out research, teaching, training, medical, epidemiological, and biological expertise, and the production of yellow fever vaccine. The Pasteur Institute in Dakar developed in 1935 the first vaccine against yellow fever disease, with successive epidemics were particularly devastating. The main programs at the institute are related to viral disease, arboviruses, and hemorrhagic fever viruses, influenza viruses, polioviruses, and other enteroviruses, emerging viruses, malaria, enteropathogenic bacteria, and surveillance of bacterial resistant antibiotics. In the same vein, it should be recalled that studies on the hepatitis B vaccine were conducted in Senegal between 1978 and 1981 in connection with the Dakar Research Institute. Also, HIV-2 was isolated in 1985 in Dakar by Senegal eminent professor from Persian from West Africa with AIDS, but HIV-1 negative. In the current COVID-19 context, my country, with the financial support of partners, is actively working on the construction of in Senegal of a facility for manufacturing vaccines against COVID-19 and other endemic diseases by 2022. The project will significantly increase Africa's medical and vaccine production capacity and reduce its dependence on imports, which account for 99% of its vaccine needs. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the results of the SendBioInfo project, 8,000 known species are recorded in Senegal. These are distributed among animals, more than 4,000, plants, more than 3,000, and fungi, 250. Among the animals, there are 1,400 species consisting of fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and insects. Senegal has developed a strategy for access to genetic resources and equitable sharing of the benefits associated with their use. Under the same chapter, Senegal pays particular attention to the recovery of the plant cover, which should lead in the long term to a satisfactory rate of forest cover at the national level. Through the implementation of this national strategy for marine protected areas, Senegal has stepped up efforts in terms of conservation of marine and coastal resources. Ladies and gentlemen, like other sub-Saharan countries, Senegal is hit hard by the phenomenon of climate change in several sectors, including agriculture, livestock, and environment, where the advancing sea and coastal erosion threaten the coastline in its inhabitants and their economic activities. The total cost of land degradation is estimated around $1 billion, meaning 8% of 2007 GDP. Senegal, in accordance with its commitment, has communicated its emission of greenhouse gases after having validated its national strategy for sustainable development and submitted in view of the COP21 International Development Contribution. In this respect, Senegal committed to reduce GHG emission by 5% and 7% unconditional and 23.7% and 29.5% conditional compared to BAU levels in 2025 and 2030 respectively. Also in many initiatives in favor of protection against coastal erosion and are taken. At the same time, as the organization of vast reforestation campaign, as well as the development of green spaces by the state, local authorities, and groups of young people and women. In addition, Senegal has public resources institutions which intervene in climate change. These include the Senegal Agricultural Research Institute, ISRA, and University Research Centers. Senegal's option is to achieve a green economy with regulatory mechanism accompanied by public expenditure policies and the tax incentive tool. This will be accompanied by the development of substantial regular and stable financing and employment and import substitution. Public finance and carbon finance are important resources of capital for green investment. Ladies and gentlemen, the international community is committed in the new agenda setting out the sustainable development goals to achieve the international development goal by 2030. At the continental level, Agenda 2063, defined in January 2014 on the basis of a participatory approach, constitutes the new strategic framework for the sustainable development of Africa. In this context, under the leadership of His Excellency Macky Sall, President of the Republic of Senegal, and his government, the emerging Senegal plan was adopted in 2014 and encompasses a number of large-scale social inclusion and regional equality programs. The second phase of the SAFE plan 2019-2023 will be implementing 3 new sectors-focused programs, meaning the Zero Slums program, building 100,000 new subsidized homes, the Zero Waste program, coordinating, promoting investment in solid waste collection and treatment, the Creative City program, putting creative and the cultural industry at the center of our urban area. Ladies and gentlemen, assessment of link between the Senegal emerging plan and the SDGs shows that in terms of sectoral and multi-sectoral policies, Senegal covers nearly 97% of the SDGs targets, and that the 17 SDGs are found in the 3 axes of the PSE, is the only framework benchmark in terms of economic policy. In the agriculture subsector, the Senegal agriculture, a new program was adopted and aims to build a competitive, diversified, and a sustainable agriculture capable to produce nourishment and sustainable on an indigenous basis. The population, the cereal products increased 1/3 in 2 years. Also, the 2016-2020 Renewable Energy Development Strategy was drawn up aimed at diversifying product sources and reorienting the national energy policy by emphasizing the development of renewable energies. The development of production has been achieved with a more diversified energy mix. In this field, it is good to underline that Senegal now has world-class reserves with gas fields discovered. The exploitation of these resources will take place in 2022 and 2023 and will allow the conversion to gas of all plants. Ladies and gentlemen, the government of Senegal announced recently the recruitment of 10,000 people for its green employment program. The new recruits will intervene in the fight against deforestation, the protection of the environment, but also in the fight against bushfires. Ladies and gentlemen, on the gender issue, the government of Senegal made significant progress through the adoption of the parity law in all elected assemblies, the standard operating procedures on gender-based violence, a national action plan on gender-based violence, human rights, and the empowerment of women, and the validation of the new national strategy for gender equality and equity. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, my country, building on its own strength and potential, is doing its best to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. We count on our own efforts and domestic resources, but also on a mutually beneficial partnership with our multilateral and bilateral partners, including Malaysia. Obviously, science, especially tropical science, is an important leverage for the accomplishment of this purpose. Beyond this workshop, the government of Senegal, through its embassy in Kuala Lumpur, is willing to develop a win-win partnership between the scientific communities of Senegal and Malaysia. We are convinced that the similarities between our two nations predispose our scientists to a fruitful exchange of exchange experience and the bi-reciprocal visit and exchange of scholarships. We know that we can count on the Mahathir Foundation for the materialization of this wish. In a final note, ladies and gentlemen, let me, on behalf of His Excellency Mr. Macky Sall, President of the Republic of Senegal and the Government of Senegal, thank the Mahathir Science Award Foundation and the Malaysian Academy of Science for initiating this important forum. We look forward to its conclusion, which I have no doubt will be of great assistance in our daily struggle to achieve the United Nations Agenda for Sustainable Development. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the address. Ladies and gentlemen, we will go on a short break. Please come back at 5:15 p.m. Kuala Lumpur time for the next session. I will see you then. Thank you.